back in the she shed by myself. We had the grandkids all last week, so we have been very busy around here, and I thought it was time I came in and said hello. Just give you a little update, some catching up, say hello, talk to some people, see how it goes. Most everyone has possibly forgotten about me by now, but I do have Jennifer. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. How are you, my beautiful friend? Let me get on the right chat. Chat filter, all. Make sure your chat is on all, you guys. Good afternoon. There's Stephanie from Lefty Mirror Knits. Little man says hi too. Hi, little man. How you doing? You go have a good time at tumbling. Is it tumbling? Hey, Cynthia. Nice to see you. Glad you're here. Oh, never forget me. Oh, thank you. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good, yes. Not bad. Nothing major right now. Just tired. Girl, this one tired grandma. One tired grandma. Momo is tired. You will hear tired a lot. I am in my sloth cup today that was given to me by my wonderful friend Gracie. Gracie, if you watch this back, I love you and I love my cup. I'm on the decaf now. I've had all my caffeine today. Now we on the decaf, and the herbal tea is after that. Oh, I love you too, Jennifer. I'm so glad to see you. I have been missing everybody. I'm like, I have to go talk to my friends. I really need to talk to my friends. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that that everything was going. I want to get on Facebook here at the end after I do everything else and go over some of the newest things that people have been posting, because I have not done that in a while and I've been promising to do so. Yes, I'll always show up like a bad penny. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have a really great finish. So we're going to start with finishes. I finished my second sock. I finished my second sock. I noticed I got on here. Hey, Jan. Oh, good to see you. Hey, Kim G. And Laura's going to be live Sunday at 7:30 Central, you guys. That is Laura. Laura, put the word, I think it should still work. Everything should be connected. Hi, Ellen. Everything should still be connected. So if you want to drop your link, the word is teal, T-E-A-L. Hey, Bree. Aw, are you still at work, or are you on your way home? There we go. Go check out Knit for Brains on Sunday for their regular podcast. She does it live. She does it live. I'm glad you're here, Bree. I am not very happy with these sock blockers at all. Let me just show you this. You ready? First of all, it's really hard to get it to get this on there, and then the whole end comes off when I pull that. There's nothing to lock it into place. I think I got these on Amazon. You're done for the day. Awesome. And this is the other end. So this sock blocker, this goes in like this, see? But there is nothing to hold it in place. See that? That goes in there. Okay, so even if I push it to the next one, it stays a little bit better, but it's still, there's nothing to hold it there. I don't like them. It is stupid, Kim G. Why the hell would they do that and not give you a way to lock it in place? That makes no sense to me. So those will just be, I don't know. I will ask Mr. Fiber if he has another use for them, like kindling. Yeah. Or maybe he can devise a way that I can hold it together somehow. You got the plastic. Are you happy with the plastic ones though, Ellen? Hello, Bridget. I did watch back your last live. I really enjoyed watching you do the macrame. Oh my gosh, you know my dad did macrame. We had one of those panel vans, and he made all the curtains all the way around that van. He was so good with macrame, and I really enjoyed watching you. Yeah, maybe tape it. There you go. I may do that, just tape it in place. She says they're okay. All right. I'm hearing you. I'm kind of thinking about getting a set of the metal ones, because I used to have some somewhere. I don't know. They're around here somewhere. Let me show you the damn socks. How's that? I need to show you the damn socks. Not bitch about the blockers. You guys know you have missed that, huh? Here they are. A full set. Woohoo! Yeah, duct tape fixes everything. Hey, Alley Cat. Your Hiya Sharp 9-inch. Okay. Oh, Ellen, I want to keep doing it because I think it'll just get better and better, and then it'll be just like second nature. I will definitely do that, Bridget. So this is, if y'all remember, this is my sport weight yarn from Bag O' Day Crochet. And I missed her live. She was on just before me earlier. I didn't even know she was on. Hey, Tank. Can't see I know. I tried to turn it and it wouldn't let me. I did. I tried to. So this is the Bag O' Day, and it's Essence of a Rose. And this one is a sport weight. And in case you're wondering, because I have big ass feet, I have a total of 17.2 grams left of 100 gram hank of yarn in a sport weight. So that's 17.2. I probably would have a little more than that if it were a fingering weight. And it might be that these are just a little bit looser because this is a sport weight yarn. But these are just going to be my kicking around socks, you know, around here. Probably going to leave them here to wear when I am sitting in my chair. I have tried them on and they feel amazing. They really feel amazing. Now, I used a tutorial from Craft House Magic, Ellie, and I downloaded her free pattern from Ravelry, and it's her simple top-down socks, okay? That's the one, that's the pattern I did. And it has a regular heel flap and gusset here, okay? And she has tutorials that go along with it on her channel, and they're super easy to follow. And if you're wanting to learn how to do socks with the 9-inch circulars, Bridget has some tutorials, but Ellie also has she does her same pattern with 9-inch, and then she does, Bridget, go ahead and put teal so they can check it out. Put the word teal so they can go over to your channel and check out your tutorial. And then she also has one with magic loop, if you're interested in that. I have tried doing the magic loop method. However, me and it did not get along. We just didn't get along. That constant struggle, pulling it through and back, we didn't get along very well. Hi, Linda. How are you doing? So yes, very happy with these. So happy. Let me hold them up again so you can see how the patterning went, okay? I thought it was rather interesting. I did this from the outside of the cake when I did them. So I just did one, finished it, and then started the next one and did both of them working from the outside of the hank. And from the top down, when I got to here where you compare them, the colors are very similar right here. So like this one has this stripe, so does this one. Look how similar they came out right there from the same hank of yarn. Even though it's not a particularly self-striping yarn, the pattern was very similar, and I thought that was interesting, even though it's not that type of yarn. So I'm very proud of my socks. Thank you. So that is my first finish. I did finish between taking the kids back and a bunch of doctor's appointments and some other things throughout this month. So this is for the month of July. I used Rico yarn, Rickarumi. This is the Rickarumi. I don't know if anybody has ever used this before. This is a cotton. And I believe I got these at Abilene Yarn Co. This is called Spin Spin DK 100% cotton. They're 50 grams each, 115 meters. So that's probably 240, 250 yards of the cotton. And this is what I have left right here. And this is, I held the two together because these are really, because they're DK and they're a pretty small, almost like a sport weight look. This is what was left. This is the outside of that one and the outside of that one. Okay. Oh, I hope everything went well, Jan. The boys start Thursday. Well, they start tomorrow. Tomorrow's first day of school. So Chelsea's, but they're pretty well ready. They have all their school supplies, they have all their clothes, all of those things. They were all set before they got home. The boys were here They were in Texas for 3 weeks. They spent 1 week with their first set of grandparents. They spent the second week with the second set of grandparents, which would be so the first one's with his mom and dad, the second one with my ex and his wife, and the third week with me. Hi, Vicky. Good to see you. Come on in. Vicky, you reminded me of Russ. I want to say this before I forget. Russ needs our help with hours. He has lost monetization, and in order to get it back, he's going to need his hours. So if you can watch Russ at It's Raining Yarn, it'll help get him back some watch hours. It may take a bit. It usually takes a month or so of watching him. Yes, we really do. We hope everything went well with that surgery. Hello, my friend Shad. Hey. Another heart stint. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, but everything is good, Shad? Oh my goodness. Hello, Chris. How are ya? Haven't seen you for a while. Where have you been? One of my OGs. Okay, so with that amount of yarn, here is, and I held them together, and here is the first washcloth. You ready? This one I did in stockinette. And it always, the stockinette ones always kind of get this diamond shape to them. And I experimented with this one a little bit to try and get a better shape, and it did better, but it's still gonna have that. But you see how it changed going through the two cakes together? So there's the first one, and then this is what the stockinette one on the back, this is what that looks like. And you get this nice texture here, which is great for dishes or in the shower. Eljoy, hey, yes, your FiberFloozie's here. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. How are you? Okay, so we started here, right? And you can see we started going into this color, right? And here's the second one. And then we started changing color again right here. And this one is the grandma's knit washcloth. So this one is done in garter. You're not too late, Granny. How are you? How are you doing? Are you starting to get a little bit back to normal, I hope? Yeah, your story, yeah, and that's a long story. And then the third thing I made was this. So that's where the end of them wound up together. And what I did was this is actually folded in half, and then I crocheted it together, and then I went around the edge and then crocheted with slip stitch up the side to make it look the same on both sides to make a soap sack. So all three of those came out of those two cakes. And look how the colors changed on it. Isn't that fun? I bet, Granny. Is that Mimi? There's Mimi. Yes, trying to figure that out. Well, say hello to the family, Mimi. That's Mimi Tammy. Did Suzanne come in? Did I miss Suzanne? Hold on. Hello, Suzanne. Suzanne is hooked is here. And all of you who are watching and lurking, I see you and I appreciate you being here too. We have a nice turnout today. Thank you so very much. There she is. Thank you. So yeah, these are great. I'm really loving doing the two together when the DK weight. You know, any kind of yarn that is like, and even the I Love This Yarn cotton feels just slightly smaller than a 4, and I'm holding it at 2 together too. But I'm really liking that. Okay. Then I have something that y'all never even saw. You haven't even seen this one yet. Do y'all remember I went and I bought, and Granny said something about this. You remember I went and bought this yarn? Oh, don't you overdo it though, Bridget. One room at a time and take lots of breaks. I believe I bought 3 of these. Lori, oh. Oh my, you're trying to get back in the swing of it, aren't you? Oh, I'm so glad you came by and said hello though. Hugs to you, Lori. I have 1 left and these 2 little bits, okay? This is the Baby Bee Sweet Delight Chunky. And the color is Jumping Juniper. And Granny said this was not a new color. Not a new color. This stuff is so damn soft though. You could use it like a pillow. I mean, this stuff is just amazing. Feels so good. Feels so good. Okay. And this project has been sitting in my sloth bag that Chelsea got for me. I still need to put my ends. I have not decided yet. I bought something that I may use for this, but I haven't decided. But I haven't put my ends in yet. Are you ready? Perfect for slippers. I bet it is. You're right, Mimi. That's a good idea. So I did something kind of like a Sophie scarf that is a big, huge thing right now with all the knitters. So I started right here. And I knit. It knits up beautiful. And then when I got to what I thought was halfway, I attached my crochet hook and I crocheted the other side. Hey, Roseanne. What do y'all think of that? It's not exactly right here because when you do different textures with crochet, you know, even though you have the right amount of stitches, sometimes they wobble a little bit, but I don't really care. Yeah, I do too. I really love this. I really love this colorway and I love this yarn. It does have a bit here where I attached it that has a ridge. I'll show you what the other side. So here's the ridge right here. And this is what it looks like on the other side. It actually causes a tiny little gap right there. So for reference, and you see it's in the middle is the biggest portion, see? But it's really just a scarf size, see? like that. But what I'm thinking about doing is putting like a bead on there. I'll show you what I got. You can let me know what you guys think. I know, isn't it fun doing that? I had a lot of fun seeing what those look like. So it's about, it's not 5 feet. And I could have done it more, but I didn't really want it all that wide. Well, it might be 5 feet. Is 60 inches, is that 5 feet? I know Chris knows. He's good with math. It'll be right about 6 inches. And if you roll it up, it looks like a croissant. So I think I have enough now. I could do a bulky hat though. So I'm left it in here because I want to do a hat to go with it, and it'll be a nice donation. $52 is 5 feet. Oh my goodness. Okay, cool. How are you, Roseanne? What y'all drinking today? Good deal. Okay, so 60 is 5. Yeah. Okay. Now we go to what I've been working on. All of that. And the only other thing I have worked on has been this blanket. I don't know what it is yet. This is a mystery. It is a Stranger Things blanket, okay? And we're working it from the side with black, gray, white, red, and in the next few I'm going to start using some yellow. So right now I don't know what it's going to be, but this is a make-along that is being hosted by Kay at Kay's Crochet Haven, okay? Kay Lynn. She's Kay Lynn in our group. And so she did drop the next clues, and yes, they do complement each other, but it's going to be something related to the Stranger Things series. And my little Solomon and I, we watched Stranger Things a little bit while they were here because he hasn't seen the whole thing either. So now Oliver's seen the whole thing. And it was really hard for him, but he kept trying to figure it out. And I said, well, we're going to have to wait till I get a little bit more, and then we'll be able to maybe see what it's going to wind up being. Now, what I have used so far in this has all been I Love This Yarn and Big Twist. The black is Big Twist. This is a cake with two on it. And then I have this cake, which is another double of the Big Twist. This may not be a double. This may just be one. Let me see. No, there's just one. So I have one more of those. And then the white is the I Love This Yarn. And we were sitting here and Solomon looked up there because I was gonna need to pick. I said, you guys are gonna have to help me because I need to pick the red, the white, and the yellow. And he looked up at my shelf up there and he goes, well, there it is right there. And I thought, well, I wasn't gonna take that one because I thought that was a blue. I thought I had put a red, a white, and a blue in a bag so that I could use it with my red, white, and blue blanket, that I had set it aside to do that. And when I pulled it out, it was a red, a white, and a black. So the gray is a Big Twist. And then I have a black in I Love This Yarn and a red in I Love This Yarn. But his little eyes could see that that was a black and not a blue. Momo said, you have some good eyes. And I have 3 of these, so I didn't need any of the gray. But you'll see what I went back to. Oki's doing good. They took out a cyst, found some debris on her surgery that was done when she was a puppy. Poor thing will be in some pain for a while, but she's doing good. Oh, that's good. She came through surgery good, and that makes you feel so much better. I know. I know it does. So that is pretty much everything I have done since the kids were here. Yes. Yes, I know it does. It makes you feel very relieved. I worry about Serbs all the time, but he doesn't show that if he's hurting at all, he's not showing it. So that helps. So I gotta get up for just a minute and get my planner because I wrote some things down in it so I could kind of tell y'all about our week. So hold on just a second. I did not get last week's decorated. Oh, Serbs does have the life. I want to come back as one of my dogs or animals. But I did get this week decorated. So last week, got to get back to July. Okay, we went on Saturday and we picked up the kids, okay? And we ate at Chicken Express and we brought some of it home. And then on Sunday, I showed them the big secret. Now you guys remember what the big secret is. Thank you. Oh, this dress is so comfortable. I got this on Amazon and it has little pockets on the front. Oh, Kiva misses her, wondering where she's at. You know, when we put our dog down, the old girl, Eridan, we had Duke then, okay? And they'd been running around together out here for quite a while before because she showed him the ropes, right? And when she didn't come home, he didn't eat for 2 weeks. They miss them. They most definitely do. Right along with us. So if you all did not know, Mr. Fiber got me a golf cart. And he said he wanted to do it before the boys came. He'd been thinking about it for a while because there are days when I can't get out there. There are days when I can't walk. So he said, at least with the golf cart, I would be able to go out there and I would be able to get outside, get some sunshine, the dogs could be walked, and it would be, you know, get the experience even though I wasn't able to walk. And on these really hot days, I have really enjoyed that cart because I can take it down to the other end of the field and I can get out and I can walk all around and enjoy it and then get back in it and drive it back. And Cerberus has decided that riding shotgun's pretty fun. And I have to kick him out all the time, like, no, you need to walk a little bit more. He's liking that shotgun. And I take a little, I have the little thing to put his water in. So I take a jar of water and he gets, I hardly even get that water put down before he's drinking it. And so he has really enjoyed it. Well, on Sunday, the boys didn't know they hadn't seen it yet. They'd only really seen the front of the house, the inside of the house. They hadn't really been out back. And I said, well, we got to go walk the dogs. So they were thinking, we're going to walk the dogs, right? And we got back there, and my Oliver is so funny because he's not one to really show a whole lot of emotion, right? I mean, he gets tickled and stuff, but he's just not, but he was grinning from ear to ear when he saw that. Hey, Sharon. So we took the dog, we took the farm cart, and Mr. Fiber told him, said, now, this farm cart is for everybody, and you can drive it. He said Oliver could drive it, and that Momo didn't have to go with them. But if they messed it up, they're gonna really piss off Momo. And if they piss off Momo, they're gonna piss him off because that means he has to fix it. So he was so tickled when he heard that. So tickled. So I let him, on Sunday he got to drive it. That's the day I took them all around and I kind of explained, you know, while we were out there, you know, where everything was out in the farm, out in the pasture. And, you know, it was points of reference and all of that. So they wouldn't get too terribly lost if they stayed on the paths. And I let him drive back, and he just was so tickled. And Solomon got on the back. Because it's a golf cart, it has a spot on the back. Tank sent him some goodies. She sent him some stuff to do the bracelets. And I had it here and I had him tell her thank you. And that's what he said. Thank you. That's it. It was pretty funny. Hello, Sharon Kaiser. Good to see you. She's in Florida. Is it hot there too? I bet it is. Yeah, I recorded him saying thank you to Tank, and that was funny. Thank you. Is that good? He's so funny. So then on Monday, we went to Abilene and we went shopping. And we went to GameStop, we went to Best Buy, we went to Walmart, and we went to Books A Million. And I'm trying to think now. Oh, I gotta go get my bag from Books A Million. I forgot to put it. I have my cart here. Look here, I've got my cart. I'll show y'all. Full of all of my goodies that I bought. I've got Hobby Lobby and Ollie's from this week. But I forgot to bring my Books A Million haul over here. So let me go grab that. Hold on. Feels like forever since we talked. Now, if you're new here, just so you know, I don't normally show pictures of my grandkids. That is my daughter's wishes, not to have them on, you know, them shown unless they want to. Anyway, I got some books. Now, there's a couple of books in here that I probably will show you at some point at my desk. Like this one. This one is, I do paper crafts also. So this is called Stop the Scroll Journal. And I thought this was like the other flow books, which have a bunch of paper and stuff in it so that you can use it on other things. This one comes with some materials in the back of the book. It's got several pages of things you can use, stickers, paper, in the back. But what it is, they have taken and given you some prompts. Feels like 100. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Thank you. I appreciate that. So like this one on number 16 says, cut a little rug out of a piece of paper and stick it in, and turn to the pink pages at the back for instructions. And then use the opposite page to draw, paint, cut, or make a collage of a starry sky. So they're prompts that tell you different things to do in the book. And the paper is thicker and it's got some texture, so it's great for like watercolor or coloring on it or marker, all kinds of stuff. So that's what that one is. It's a little different than the ones I've bought before. And then this one is how to make zines. Zine is as in magazine. So you make small little books that you put together in different ways. You can, almost like a junk journal, but they're usually not very big. They're usually more like this size. And you can make them out of anything. You just slap papers together and make them. And they show you if you wanted to mash them down and all those kind of things, all kinds of how to bind them and all that kind of stuff. So I got that one. Then these next two, the boys helped me pick these out. Oliver is into the more creepy horror movies, and that he has started doing that and playing some of the online games. He got to get some games at Books A Million and at GameStop, and you know, just different things. This actually has some really cute things in it. The girl that wrote this one, she has an online business. Her name is Donnell Broderick, and she has the Cuddly Slashers. But some of the ones, and I thought some of them, I got a real kick out of them. They're just really, like this one is the Cuddly Chalua. I don't know how you say that. And I want to say I've seen that Ellen made that one, I think. This one is the Goblin, the Grimacing Goblin. There's a Gargoyle. There's the Mothman. The clown is very creepy. But the cute, I thought the alien was cute. And I have some of the Posh yarn still left over from Joanne. So I'm really wanting to do a few of these with some of that. I think it'll be fun. And I ordered some long darning needles so I can go through arm parts and stuff. Anyway, he helped me pick that one out. And then I got this one because I'm watching it now. So both boys said, oh, you have to get the, they wanted me to get all of the Stranger Things stuff. But I got the coloring book. And this goes through, I thought it was rather interesting, but it goes through it from the beginning all the way through. So it starts 1983. I'm an 80s girl through and through, y'all. I mean, it's got, there's Hopper. Do any of you watch Stranger Things? Anybody? Anyway, it goes all the way through. It's really cool. And I don't know if it goes all the way to season 5, but it says all 5 seasons, and I'll have to wait and see how closely it matches. But so far, through what I've seen of the series, it matches pretty well. Okay. And then I have been looking. You just started watching it? Oh, we might have to do a make-along, huh? If you want to, you should follow in. Go over to Crochet Witch is doing a make-along because she's a huge fan. And then Kaylin at Kay's Crochet Haven. And I know there's probably a hashtag for it. But someone was saying the hashtags don't work very well anymore when you're searching for stuff. You really need someone who has linked channels for you. That's what I'm hearing. Ah, nose is itching. I have been looking for this book, and I didn't want to buy it until I looked at it. Cozy Crochet Motifs. These are flat. And I wanted it to put on things. So maybe you make a bag and you put motifs on the bag, or you could even do it on bags like this one down here. You know, I use those that I got from Chelsea and from Tracy on this bag and ironed them on, right? But you could sew them onto canvas bags like this, you know, or you can sew them onto ones that you crochet. What did you say, the eggy chicken? Yes. This one, the eggy chicken? Yeah. There are so many really fun motifs in here for all kinds of things. You could even do pictures for the wall and do a whole bunch of them together. There's probably, did they say 75? And the other thing I was thinking, if you wanted, and you wanted to make them into, say, like a keychain or something, you could do two, and then just put a little bit of stuffing in between it. And you could even make keychains out of them. Or pin cushions. All kinds of things. Oh, look here, they put them on a basket. These are inspiration pictures. They put them on a basket, on a bag. They made garland. A picture. They did motifs on the front of a sweater and on an edge of a cloth, tablecloth or table covering. So much fun, and so many of them that are related to different things that people are into. So if you wanted to make a specific something for someone who was like this, for someone who sews, or just us crafty people. And then there's pillows. So yeah, I was happy to find it because I really didn't want to buy it until I got a good look at the book. Then the last one I got, you all know that I have been collecting the Lane books that are the 52 weeks. And the one that I'm working out of right now is the 52 weeks of scraps that I'm making those scarves, and I haven't even worked on those this week. I haven't had time. But I found this one. This is not a 52-week book, but it is a Lane book, and it's the Crochet Crush. And there are some really interesting things in this one too. Some very interesting patterns, you know, modern looking patterns, but simple. And I've started doing some of this mosaic stuff now, just branching into it with this blanket that I'm doing, and I really enjoy it. Although I need to learn better technique for how to hide my ends better, because I suck at that. And so I'm having to cut them and then sew them back in. And I just do several rows and then I sew my ends in. So I need more pointers. If you guys know, let me know what you do. But these are really fun patterns. And there's got to be some pointers in here. I think this one is really cool. Look at this bag. I mean, the only thing you're going to have to do is work on hardware, getting hardware. But like straps and things we can make ourselves. The only thing you'll have to do is get hardware. But using some really nice hardware and just stuff that's in our stash. Here's a blanket with the slightly thicker yarn. And some really good pointers on how to do this. This one is called the Kerho or Kerho bag. But look at the stitching, look at the how they put it together. Working it up is going to be pretty easy. It's the putting it together that matters on that. I think it's really fun. And then there are pillows, other blankets. There's some throws. Look at this bag. Now, my 80s heart is, 70s heart really is so happy with that one. How fun is that? That's called Smile. Then there is baskets. And like this bag, this is so simple, but yet the hardware again really makes it. I mean, you're just doing stripes in an oval, and then you fold it and sew it and put nice hardware on it. It's really cool. But there, like I said, there's some really interesting patterns in it. This one is a little purse that has a lid. Anyway, this one, again, this is a Lane, and it's called Crochet Crush. So that's what we did on Monday. And then on Tuesday, Mr. Fiber set up a puzzle. Now let me see. I don't know if it's in my photos over here yet because I have not updated. Let me check my photos. Nope. Okay, we got to update so I can do that. We'll do the backup and then I'll be able to get to my photos on my iPad. I'll set that over there. What have you all been working on? So we did a puzzle. We went by Dad's and we took pictures with Dad and visited him at his house. They went with me to the post office and doing some shopping here in town, to the grocery store and that kind of stuff. Just hanging out. Most of the time we were just hanging out. We spent a lot of time here in the she shed and it just makes me so happy. It really does. Bree just finished, oh, Star Baby Blanket. Did you, Bree, have you been following along with Sally at, she was doing that, and so was K&K Crochet. Oh, that's good. Laura's doing socks while little man is dancing. Okay. Jan's finishing that. Ah, you're finishing it. That's cool. Her 5th baby blanket. So what I'm going to show you here that I got at Ollie's relates to baby blankets. I think that's what I've decided to do with this yarn. So what did I write in here? We set up the puzzle and we did craft projects. So what I had the boys do while they were here. Hello, Annette. Hello, Sally. Slipstravaganza. Oh, that one is intricate. That one is intricate. Oh, you're doing that mandala book that I'm working out of. I did that first mandala. That's the one that's behind me on the chair. Yeah. I'm gonna do some more of those. Those are really great. They feel like just scrap projects to me. You could just totally do all of those with scraps. So the secret craft project that we did all week is the boys made thank you cards for the grandparents. So I had them make cards for the other two sets of grandparents and mom and dad, and they put them together here with my stuff and colored and did all of that, and then we gave them to them when we got there, and then she's going to send the others to the grandparents. She's going to send it to them since she has all the addresses and everything. So we worked on that while we were here too. We went to the coffee shop and got, because we have one here in town, and they got non-coffee drinks. And on Friday night, Dad came over and we had pizza. Yeah, Lynette had a live, I think. Just finished designing a boggy bear. Oh, how fun. It took us 3 days to finish the puzzle. And when this finishes updating, let's see if it did. Okay, it says that it backed up. I'll show you the puzzle that we worked on. It was a Star Wars puzzle, and it had all of the posters. Yeah, there we go. Here is what it looked like. It's a little blurry, but see how they're all stacked up? It's all the posters from Star Wars movies, and they were all stacked up. It was very interesting. It was 1,000 pieces. And we did it in 3 days. We set it up in the living room, and we did it in 3 days. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And we just, worked on and off. And we have more puzzles. Mr. Fiber and I are going to do some puzzling too. We have more that we got for us to do. And let's see. See if there's anything else I can share with you. I don't know if I can. Oh, yes, we went to the museum again. I have a video here on my channel where we took the boys 2 years ago to the museum. Well, let me show you some of the pictures from in there. You can't really see their faces very much on this one, so I'll show you this one. This is a great big rock, and everybody signs it. And then behind them, you can see there are some where they put whatever that plaster stuff that they use to encase the skeletons and things so that they can bring them to the museum. You can see that those are behind them there. See that? Really cool. Those were hanging all over the wall at the museum. This one is a bear standing up. Isn't that wild? This one is a mammoth. Look at those horns. This is a thigh bone. It's got to be about 5 feet tall. This one is what was wild to me. This is a bald eagle. Look at the bald eagle. If the youngins stop having babies, you'll be baby blanketed out. For bear stuff, I'm going to show you what I found. Supposedly it's new at Hobby Lobby. I only got a couple of them. And then this one, I can't remember what this one is. I think this one was... I don't know. But it's a head. I don't know if you can tell. There you go. Pretty cool. So we had a lot of fun at the museum. And Solomon got, I could show you this one. He got one of those pin art things, and he put his face in it. Isn't that hilarious? We got him that at the museum. And I have to tell you, in all the years that we have had Duke, I've never seen him play the way he played with Solomon and both boys. He played with both of them, but especially Solomon. Yeah, it looks like a scary movie, doesn't it? I know it. I have never seen him play like that. It was so cool. Okay. This is what I got. Oh, I went to the chiropractor, and then I went to no, this was Ollie's. Okay, when we took the boys back, Chelsea and I went to Ollie's and to Natural Grocers. We all went, and then but he dropped us off, and he and the boys went to GameStop again, and Oliver got the second. He's doing The Last of Us, if anybody knows what that is. And Chelsea and I went to Ollie's. Now, most everything I got at Ollie's was, you know, just odds and ends stuff. I didn't get anything craft, really craft stuff. Except they had the yarn there. And the yarn was limited to like 4 or 5 colors. And it was $4.99. And I got this one, which is Aran and Cream. And it's the all-in-one granny. And this is what I'm going to do the baby blankets with. And then I'll show you, because I bought some yarn at Hobby Lobby for that. I think I already had this one out in my storage, so I only got one of those. But these have how many yards do they have in them? Y'all remember? I'll find it in a minute. Good God Almighty. It gets harder and harder to find it all the time, doesn't it? 417 yards in these. Then they're not bad. They don't feel bad at all. These are, some of the first ones that I got of these felt horrible. But these don't feel bad. So there's that one. And then I got 2 of this one. I think I have another one of these out in the storage. And it is called Frigid, Soft White Frigid. But $4.99, I couldn't not get them. Then I got 2 of this color. Aran Lily Pad. So they come with a different base. So these are the all-in-one grannies, and so they have the Aran is the base on this one, and then you have some of them that have the black. So some of them are the Aran, some of them are the black. Oh, you didn't want to pay the $5? God, everything has been so high that I went ahead and did it. I know they're not as soft, but they're much better than some of the other. And then this one has the black base, I think. Yes. And it's Dove. Got 2 of those. So that's all I got at Ollie's. And like I said, they only had one other color, I think, than what I'm showing you now. I think there was probably only one other color. Well, I got the storage, and these and the ones I have in storage, I'm gonna mix and match them, and I'm hoping to make, there's a blanket by Peaceful Crochet. Is that her name? I want to say she's Peaceful Crochet. She has one called Wind River. It's a blanket. Hey, Ola Joe, how are you, hun? Okay, thank you. I was hoping I didn't step on anybody, but I'm so glad you came by and said hello. I'm out of the loop on when anybody is online or any of that kind of stuff. But she has one called, I think it's called Wind River, and it's kind of a Southwest look, and she uses these, and I bought her book, and there's several patterns in there, and I want to use these yarns to make those blankets, and you use white and black. So I went to Hobby Lobby because I'm using that black in that blanket that I'm doing now, and I realize I don't have a whole lot of white or black. I have it in limited amounts. I went out to storage, went through everything in storage, and you know, I can't find my those big hanks of yarn that I have. I don't know where it is. Oh, thank you. This thing is so comfortable. It's actually a dress, and then I just wear shorts underneath it. It is so comfortable. And I got my mobility bra on. I know y'all really want to hear that, right? But today was a mobility day because my shoulder, I don't get my shot until the 31st. I've been on purpose this week. I made sure that I made appointments. That way I don't sit in this chair and just rot away after being so tired. It's like, I gotta get up, I gotta move, I gotta go. So I put my mobility bra and my dress and my shorts, and I headed out. So I'm just gonna reach over and get them. I got the Crafter's Secret Big Idea. If you guys have not bought these yet, these are so soft, they're so nice, and they look really, really close to the I Love This Yarn colors, okay? These, I don't buy I have some of the ones from Michael's. I may give some of those away. At the dentist, oh. I need to find a dentist again because, hello Joyce. How are you, my friend? I'm so glad to see you. Anyway, I need to find one that knows how to deal with my situation, because that previous one really, yeah, I don't want to get into it. These have 810 yards, 740 meters. They're a 16-ounce skein of yarn. They recommend pulling from the center. Now, I went and it was 30% off. These were $11.99, so I paid about $8 and something for them. And I got 3 of each. So I now have plenty of black and plenty of white. So if I don't have enough black and white for that blanket I'm doing, then I have some more to go with it that will match the size of that yarn. I did buy, because I used some of the cotton, I bought just three. Supposedly, now this was interesting, and I bought them just because, and one of them I bought because the guy that was putting the yarn away told me something that I did not know. I don't know how true it is, okay? He said that if you look at the Hobby Lobby barcode that they use on the labels, that they will tell you the year that they started stocking it. And this one has an HL, and it starts with 2/6, and he said this one is this year. Again, I don't know how true that is. I went through and looked for more of them that had a 2/6. This was the only one I saw, and he told me this was the only one he thought was a new color. I don't think this is a new color. I think the 2/6 means this is that batch that came out this year, because I really think that I have had this before. This one is mint. I love this cotton in the mint. And I also got it because I don't have this one. Well, I might have one in aqua. And I think I can do these together. And then I got a dark denim, and I know I don't have the dark denim. And actually, I think they all three could go, I could do a design with them. Yeah, I really liked it too. I'm kind of wishing I had got more than one of those, because it would go with a lot of what I already have over there. But it's okay. I didn't really need it. I mainly wanted to tell y'all about that system that he was telling me about, because like these other ones, this one starts with, it's not the lot, but like this other one starts with a 45. Well, then we don't have a year of a 45. And then the denim one says it starts with an 82. So in other words, what he's saying is they changed the barcode number each year. I don't think he meant that it was specifically because it was 26. I don't think he meant that. I'm wanting to do some of the Tunisian ones. Some of them would be really pretty to add these back and forth in a Tunisian one. Yeah, see, that's what I thought too, Lefty. Thank you, Stephanie. I felt the same way. I didn't think that, to me, I didn't see any new colors at all, okay? To me, I didn't. Now, he was stocking like a mother. There were boxes stacked. There were stuff going up everywhere. They were having to kind of move sections a little bit to make room for, to me, they just finally got yarn in. I think they just got yarn in. I'll go back and look again. But that's what it looked like to me, but they just finally got yarn. Because they haven't had anything. Okay, this, he said, was new. Y'all tell me what you think, if it's new or not. He said they added this in the Baby Bee, and it's called the Soft Plus Snuggly. Have you guys seen the Soft Plus Snuggly? This is the one I think would work for bears and stuffies. Hello, Connie. How are you, my friend? You good? And I got 2 of this one and 2 of this one, like a tan and a brown. I think these are good animal colors here. This one's called Coffee, and this one is called Hummus. Now, these are polyester. They have 236 yards each. They are considered a 4-weight, and they're 100% polyester. Oh, we had such a good time. We enjoyed it. Coffee! Yes, you know I had to get the coffee. It looks these two to me look kind of suede-ish, you know? It is round and not that flat stuff. And it is stable, it's not stretchy. Now, and to me it doesn't look like it's going to fray or flake either. So I got 2 of each of those, and then I just lost the other one. I got to get up and get it because I got one that I did not already have. It just went flying. Hold on. Take an opportunity to kind of stretch just a little bit when I stand up there. It's this one. It's probably not a new color, but I did not have this one. And this is a sugar wheel cotton called Harbor Wish. And I have been doing these in washcloths where I hold these 2 at a time. And this is such really nice cotton. I feel like this is even softer than the I Love This Cotton. And what a pretty neutrally color it is. You know, 100% cotton. These have 306 meters in them. So that is what I got in the yarn. And then I did get a few things in paper crafts. I didn't know that, now I paid full price for this one. I didn't know that, you know, I love these Sumo pencils. The grip on these are really nice. And I didn't know that they came out with it in a 0.9 lead. I have it in a 0.5 and a 0.7. But this one is a 0.9. And if you've not tried these are refillable. They're called Sumo Grip. And they have a really nice squishy barrel right here with a nice grip. These are awesome if you're writing with pencil and you want to do stuff and you know that you might have to erase it. These are so comfortable. That's a good idea too, baby. It would be a really good yarn for baby blankets. It's so soft and silky, and it would be great for baby blankets. and it's close enough to a 4. It's kind of a 3, more of a 3, but it's close enough that you could do patterns that you were, you know. And then they had a rose gold, and I did not have a rose gold paint pen, so I got one of those, because the one that I had, it does not flow very well. And this one is the deco color. I got, these are for my cutter, my paper cutter. It's time for replacements. And this is what I'm thinking about putting on that. On this, okay? Adding some more and putting the beads on the on either end. What do you all think of that idea? And putting on the end of this one. I think the wood would look really nice with this. I wanted darker, but they didn't have beads that were darker. I wanted them just a slightly darker wood. That's kind of light. They had darker, they were round and a little bit darker, but they didn't have holes. They were limited to this time around. I'm like, why? I don't get it. I did find some ribbon. These were in the teachers. These were 40% off in the spring, because you know maybe no, they 75% off, I think. Anyway, something like that. They were on sale, and I got these two. This one will be cute when on the cards I make with the teachers, with the pencils. And then this one is just cute because bows are in right now. So I got those for cards. You guys like it? Antique wax. Okay. I don't have any antique wax. I have to look and see what I have in my cleaning supplies. If I have anything that's like that. They had all of the Paper Studio was 40% off. Mod Podge, okay. To seal them. Yeah, they'd look better with a sealer, wouldn't they? I can do that. I have that. So I bought 3 different colors of this is cardstock. I bought the white, the craft color, and the cream color. Because when we were making the cards, I realized that having one that is like this would be nice to do our cuts on. They're already ready to go, and I don't have to cut them down. It's a convenience thing. These are 4.5 by 6.5, so they're ready to be cut. So I got those, and they'll be the base that goes on the card, and I can cut the design out. And then I bought one stamp. It was $2.49, not on sale, but this one is the borders. And I can use these in my planners and on cards, edges of cards, and everything. Now, I have a whole bunch of stuff that I have ordered and destashed from Tina at Crafty Bean. Well, we are going to have to do that another day and at my desk, because that's a whole lot easier to show at my desk. The last thing is they have started putting more of the pull out, you know, where you pull them off at, I like the Bow Bunny stuff too. That has a very nice aesthetic, the Bow Bunny brand. So I got these ones. I already had one of these before, but I'll probably add this in to somebody's We're gonna have to do the giveaway again too, by the way. Maybe we should do that here. Maybe we should do the giveaway today, because I wasn't able to give it away. That I did not get contacted. So I'll show you what's in it, and then we'll pick somebody. Then this one I hadn't seen. This is Yarn for the Holidays. And we've got a stocking. They used the velvet to make a wreath on this one on the back. And then inside, these are so cute. Look at these gnomes. They're knit. They're so cute. There's a tree skirt. There's a cabled table runner done in a harvest color. There are some ornaments, some little mitten and hat ornaments. So this one is really good. I really like this one, Yarn for the Holidays. And these are free at Hobby Lobby. And then this one I had not seen. The guy said they had just put this one out. This is the beginner bee yarn that they have there. And I bought a pink, a red, and a yellow. I may have to go back and get some more. It's cheaper than the Woobles yarn. Okay, yeah, the table runner is beautiful, isn't it? I do too. I do too. Now, I don't know, these flyers, they do it a strange way. Not everything that is in the flyer is going to have the pattern in the flyer. Some of them, you have to go online and get the patterns. But this one is using that beginner yarn, that beginner bee yarn. And it's these. And then there's a mushroom purse. So you could put a little one in the purse. See, there's the zebra and a snail with balloons. And I don't know what you use. You must have to use little, maybe Q-tips to stick inside the balloons. There's a little keychain thing here. This little fox has a hat. Oh, what is he wearing? A fish hat? Maybe a fish hat. I don't know. I can't tell what that, or a dinosaur hat. I don't know. And then there's these little trays for glasses. So that one was cute. We haven't had any new flyers in a long time, LJ. Maybe a shark. Could be a shark. But it is. But these are fun. I would check on Hobby Lobby online, because they may have these patterns that I'm showing you. Hey Tina, how are you? I do occasionally. The things I'm going to be doing now, I'm not going to do any more of the Woobles at the moment. I will get back to that. But first I need to do the Pokemon. That's the next thing I need to do in the amigurumi. This one, I don't even know, why did I get this? This is glassware. I have no idea where that came from. I think somebody else, I talked to 3 people while I was at Hobby Lobby, and I think me and another lady got our carts mixed up at one point. Okay, I don't remember having seen this one. This one is the new granny square patterns. So we have this cropped cardigan, short sleeve. And then we have a sweater with granny squares on the back. And I want to say that I have seen this one online somewhere before. That one is called The Sweater of Squares. Either that or it's been in a book or something, because I have seen that somewhere. Then there's this one, which is a great idea for putting your squares to use. Oh, you're making sunflower blanket. How cool. Using Bag O' Day's pattern. And one of the ladies I talked to had one of these purses that she had made where you fold the squares. She had one on and she was looking for more yarn to do some more of those. And I have not done this technique yet. I have so many pictures saved for that and I haven't done it yet. And that one is in here, that pattern. That's the only pattern that's in here, is that tote. And then there's this one called the Crafty Cardigan, which we all know is like a hexie. But the colors are nice. Everybody's doing them in the cropped. I'm not big on the cropped. So that's the pullouts. That's all of that. Now let me get, okay, this is the package that I had ready to go for the winner of the Tango yarn. Do y'all remember this giveaway? And this is what I had put together. So it is the hat that I made with the Tango yarn and all of the leftover Tango yarn. Actually makes a pretty good yarn cozy. But see, here's all of the pieces of the yarn, this Tango yarn that I'm not interested in using anymore. I did not enjoy working with this yarn, but I got through it. This was a bod hat, actually. It's a bod beanie. But anyway, there's that. And then I have two of these crafties from Red Heart in white and two in gray. I have these minis that I'm putting in there. And then these two, which are the Knit Picks, and it's the Cotton. And I have two of them in this color. These are part cotton and part linen. And I really don't enjoy linen much. I have very little linen here in the she shed. And so I have those. So that is the giveaway. So, I know it feels like forever ago, doesn't it? Just a week or so ago. It's just like, I mean, we're in August again. The change the oil came up on my car and I'm like, didn't you just do that? Because Mr. Fiber does that for me and him and Dad. He does all of them. And then I got the notice to do my mammogram and I feel like I just did that. Giving you ideas, yay! I love it if I can give you ideas. Okay, I don't know, I don't think I can mark the chat. Bree, are you up to it? I'll tell you what I will throw in. I will throw in what's left of the rose sock yarn. I will throw that in to the mix. Okay, so mark the chat and we'll put bod. How's that? Put bod once the chat is marked. Hello, Joan. Been lurking and chatting with your brother. Oh, thank you. So good to see you too. Okay, once Bree marks the chat. There we go. There's the mark. Type bod in the chat to win. Uh-oh. What are those? Huh. Why is it doing that? We're going to have to go in and show all of those. Hi, Bubby. Because it's flagging them for some reason. Yeah, just one time because I don't have the... I think I got them all, Bree, but it's flagging them for some reason. But please only do it one time because I don't have the thingy for it. Hello, Freya. Yeah, they don't like the word bod for some reason. That's just wrong. Don't they know us? Don't they know her? I think I got them all. Okay, we ready? Are we ready to pick somebody? See if any more come up real quick. What you doing, Bubby? Surprise. What you doing? What you got? He's on the bone. Hold on, I'll give y'all a shot of Cerberus. Cerberus. Hey, Bubby. Say hi to everybody. I call that turkey leg when he lays like that. It's turkey leg. Just one time. Been lurking? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and mark it and let's pick somebody. And what I usually do is I count how many we have and then I just do a number between blah, blah, blah. That's how I do mine. Okay, she did stop. All right. Can you tell how many individual ones we had? She's been counting already. She says 8. I wonder if my watch will do it. Let me see if my watch will do it. A number between 1 and 8.
It's 8.
It's 8. I have the Australian. I had the Australian voice. Who was number 8? Bree, was that you? Didn't you come in at number 8? If you did, I already got your address. Yay! Listen, y'all, just so y'all know, you had a chance before. Nobody got it, so... I'm going to do some more because I need to do some destashing for sure. Okay, I have your address, hon, so no problem. I will get that in the mail to you, and I'm happy to do that. Okay, that is about everything I got. I did get some other things, but they were presents. Um, did you all get your Crochet World? Anybody get your Crochet World? I finally got mine. I get mine so late. I was not impressed when I did the first flip through of this one. I just wasn't all that impressed. So, but I did that before. I think it was the last one. Oh, she definitely worked for it. Yes, she did. But I know you'll remember what was on that yarn. Do you need me to write a label for the bod yarn, or are you going to remember what it was, Bree? Just let me know. And send me an email so I don't forget, because I have terrible memory. Now let's go to Facebook real quick, and I will do this before we go. I want to show off y'all's makes, but we got to go back. I've got to find a spot to go back. Why is it not giving me the full picture? I need the full picture. Here we go. Photos. Maureen and Sharon. So here's Maureen. She just put this one up today. Okay, so okay, Bree said she knows what it is and I don't need to. Okay. So you just don't really look at them? The only reason I'm getting them, Stephanie, is because I had that subscription and they had to finish it out. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. I have a bubble in the corner of the screen that won't let me touch on it. Angela got a new diamond painting that she's going to be doing. Maureen put up this log cabin blanket that she did with the fiber spider tutorial. Good job, Bree. Thank you. This one is this one here. It's the diamond, the dragon shawl by Bod, and this is from Sharon. Sharon Creates, and she did it from yarn that she got from either Tank or Joan. And there's how hers turned out. Beautiful. It's like a sparkle. Did you? You left it? I have thought about it. Y'all, if it weren't for the group, I wouldn't be there. And actually, y'all have to let me know what you think about the whole group thing. And then Sharon did a really pretty cardigan, and she put squares on the back to connect it. And then she made a set of overalls. can see the overalls. Yeah, I like that. I'm going backward. This is when I posted a picture of the boys, and they were here, and we were coloring and making those crafts. If you didn't see the picture, I miss them. And then Cheryl is entering this one in for my scrap project make along. She's doing a free pattern from Premier, the Blooming Hexagon, and holding 3 strands of scrap yarn together. I love it. She's totally embraced the whole scrap project. That's my problem too. Yeah, me too. I do. And I only have 30 people. 26. I counted the other day. 26 people that I am friends with on Facebook. That's it. 26 people. And they're all family and maybe 1 or 2 close friends. Joan did the Tree of Life. This was a big project. She's been talking about this. She's been doing it for months. And she used the pattern from Bonnie Bay Crochet. She used her guidance on it. And she used the pattern from Lion Brand, but she used Bonnie Bay Crochet to do the how-to part. So here is the Tree of Life. It's so pretty, Joan. Well done. It's so true, LJ. That is so true. I mean, we think back to the days we didn't have all that. Okay, here is one from Maureen. It's the Ophelia Talk poncho using Karen Chunky Cakes. Yeah, that blanket she's doing, Brie, I love how flat it looks. So I'm going to have to go on to Premiere and look at that because, you know, I had to work at this round one to make it flat. So I really like how flat that one's coming out. Let's see. Sharon has made some Ami. She made a dragon, maybe? Is this a dragon? Sharon creates. She makes things for the kids and she sends them to the World Organization, and she posted a picture, and in this picture it's all of the kids have received the gifts that came from those boxes and those things that she makes that go out, and some of the yarns she gets gifted from us go into making these gifts. And there's all of those kids lined up with their goodies that they got in Tanzania, in particular for this one. And then here's another one that Sharon did. I don't know what this is, but it's another toy done with the blanket yarn. This one is from Cindy, Knitting Artisan. Okay, was it Dino? Okay. She makes so many things for the kids. That's her. Was that a Minecraft? I kind of wondered, Bree. I kind of wondered if it was. Hi, Becky. I wondered if that's what it was because of the block style of it. So Knitting Artisan Cindy did this with Aunt Lydia yarn, and it is the Amanda by Elena Bachkova. Look at that. I believe this was a gift. Isn't that amazing? You people who do these doilies and things amaze me. Absolutely amaze me. What did she say that was a gift? It was for a bride. She made that for a bride. Okay, this one is from Margaret, and it's 12 by 12 squares, and she said it's very heavy. It was a crafter's secret in white, navy, and passport, which is a gray. And she is a 5.5 millimeter hook. That she and her boys have been pretty busy probably for the summer. But it turned out really cool. 12 by 12 squares. Yes, I remember that. I did have some of those at one time, those magazines. Okay, now here's a couple more that Maureen did, and these are, this one is the Modern Granny in that Red Heart Square yarn that I just showed you. This one is the Erin with the black. I just bought 2 of these, this color. Look how nice that turns out in a blanket. And that's what I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to mix them up like that and make blankets for the Noah project. That's my plan, is for the Noah project. And then she did this one, which is the Hooked by Robin Log Cabin. Using single colors and cakes that she had and just put it all together. And look how wonderful that came out. And honestly, now that we have done, I have shown all of these, I will probably go in and I will pick somebody as a winner for the scrap, because some of these are scrap projects, and I'll find which ones they are. If you really want to be interested, send me an email with a picture of your make, and tell me that you use scrap yarn to make it. And at the end of August, like first week of September, I will pull a name, and then we'll have September, October, November, December for the last part of the year for the make along. Yes, yes, Bree, you're a regular poster too. So Sharon made this little sweater, and I'm saying it's little because it looks like it fits in the seat of her chair, and it's got a dino on it. And I don't know if she made that to go with that dino that she made. So yeah, try to get them to me. Either post them in the group or send them to my email. Angela's been making coasters. I don't understand how she made them, other than these must be little round. Hey Jay. But yeah, but it's still a scrap project. Hi Kathy. Kathy's another one that does some beautiful, beautiful doilies. Anyway, Angela made these a little while back, but I don't think we've seen them. These were coasters. Sharon made another one of the sweaters with the dino, the mosaic. And matter of fact, here, I think, isn't this one yours, Kathy? Yes. This one is 31 inches around. It's the Hobby Lobby Artiste thread. She used 9 of them. Here's an example of how beautiful Kathy's doilies are too. Is that a pineapple pattern on the edge of that, Kathy? Beautiful. Looks beautiful on your table. One of the things about the crochet world is they have their thread section, and they have some beautiful patterns in there. Oh, another dino sweater. Sharon made another one. Angela was making the popsicle covers out of little squares. There's one, and here's one. I think I have a popsicle in there. We had one left, and I told the boys, I said, just leave that in there. It'll be my little treat when I get home. And I don't think I've eaten it yet. Okay, this one is from Bree. This was the monster shawl that she was doing from Ravelry. I don't know. She's calling it a monster of a shawl, but I don't know the pattern. But it is gorgeous. And of course, I love the color. Well done. If you remember the pattern, you can put it in here if you want to, Bree, but it's beautiful. So pretty. She said the pattern is on Ravelry. Looks like one of those ones that Gary does. And then this was the patriotic. We talked about this, and I do think I showed this. The patriotic tree that Lori had. She says she changes the theme on her tree on her porch. Yeah, Tina, she hasn't she? Done a lot of dino stuff. She's gone prehistoric on us. And then here is Margaret. She did some of the scrappy car blankets. And it's this Bespoke Bliss crochet blanket from Crochet 365 Knit 2. These are fun. Now my watch is talking to me. Stop it. What do you mean, which one? All of them. They're all cute. Let's see. Sharon made some more things to go in her boxes. There's a little purse that looks like a house. And then the little, aren't these the Ninja Turtles, maybe? That's cute. I love that little hat. Reminds me of the ones that Terry over at Yarn Joy makes. Oh, and then there's a little bear. He's fuzzy. This one is interesting. This one is from Angela, and she put all those little squares she's been doing together. She's got 49 of 84 put together so far, and she said she's making little cushions. But look how pretty they look together. That's what I thought. They were the little ninjas. Okay. Let's see, how far back are we going? Amber made a basket. She has been making tons of baskets. Now, Amber is part of the Hurley's Hand Dyed podcast. Donna and Amber. And here's some of the baskets that Amber's been making. And these are definitely a scrap project, so they'll go in there. And if you want to see more of them, they show them on the podcast. Here is a Bago Day baby blanket that Bree finished, that she made for her niece. I love the texture. Hi, Duke. How you doing? You come to say hi? You got to stand up for inspection there by you know who. To come in here to play. What you got? What you gonna play with? Your rope is over there. It's not time for that yet. No, it's not time yet. Duke comes in when it's hot. Getting barbecue. Oh, sounds good. You came just in time, Joyce, to see Duke. Joyce has a Duke also. Go get your rope. Go get your rope. Over there. What? Go get your rope. You want me to pet him? Oh my goodness, he played and played and played with our little Solomon. Margaret did a poncho from Bago Day, the same one that I did, the pebbles in the sand. And then she did a V-stitch blanket with Red Heart bitty stripes. Are these both bitty stripes? Both of them are done with bitty stripes. This one I think she said was the color blocks colorway. And then this one is the pink lemonade. They work up so pretty. Those bitty stripes work up so nice. 41 degrees. What? Oh, crayon box. Yes, that's it. I read that wrong. Let's see. Oh. High five. High five to Maureen. She finished back in June. She finished this blanket by Sixel Design. And it's the skulls pattern. I have 2 or 3 of those in my stash. I have not used them yet. I've kind of been hoarding those bitty stripes. They're just so pretty. They're so pretty in the skein to look at. Hi, Sylvia. Okay. So glad you're here, though. So Sixel, S-I-X-E-L, Sixel Designs on Etsy. And that's called the Skulls Blanket, I believe. I think if I'm saying it right. If I'm not, I don't know what to tell you. Now this one I know was a Sharon. She said this was Tank made 1 square. Joan sent gray yarn, and she did the crochet border. And this was one of the ones that was going to Tanzania. And it is like a lap blanket. So it's a 3-person collaboration on that one. So cool. Okay, what else? Margaret finished a baby dress. This was in May. This may be going back to when we looked at them before. Have we seen that one? This may be going back. That may be where I was the last time that we looked at things. I think it is. All right, so we're going to stop there. So thank you all who have participated and have shown us things in the group, because I truly appreciate it very much. We really enjoy that way, you know, those that don't have channels and stuff like that, you know, can show us what they're making. They're, the link is always, it comes up here, and then it's always at the bottom of my channel. I don't have Ko-fi anymore. I have nothing that is behind a paywall whatsoever. I have YouTube and Facebook. And that is all. And my email. You can always contact me. FiberFloozieCrafts@gmail.com is my email. If you have any questions. There is a hashtag. It is the Scrap in Crime MAL. Scrap in Crime MAL is the hashtag for that. But if you put anywhere in your comments or in your post somewhere and you write on it that it's Scrap in Crime, I can usually get that out of it. You know what I'm saying? But I go back through all of the photos and I check everything and see if anything qualifies. Even if somebody didn't particularly put it in there, if I feel like it qualifies, I usually include them. Now, probably am not going to be able to make like a reel with all of them. I'm just showing them here, you know. I don't think I got any in my email. I don't remember having gotten any recently in my email. I will go back and check though. If I get them in my email or somebody sends me a picture or anything like that, I usually make a folder on my computer for them. That's usually what I do so that I don't lose those. I don't think I have any saved from that. Okay, you guys, I'm tired now. I'm gonna go relax. Tomorrow night is crime. We will do crime. There are some things to talk about. We haven't pulled a 48 hours for this week because we were going to be, you know, taking care of the kiddos. Oh. If there is ever anything that I show that you want to see closer or see more of, I think what is probably going to be happening is I'm going to be doing more lives again. I just don't have the energy for to it. Friday night crime. Yes, that's the one. So I will try to put when I do the lives, I will try to put them up a couple hours ahead of time. Okay, and that will give you some notice, and hopefully if you have notifications turned on, that you will get it, and if not, then I will put it in a Facebook group is what I put it. But if I can put it up a day before, I will do that so that people that are watching for them. I don't have a regular schedule except Friday night at 7 o'clock Central is our crime. Oh, your first tomato. Did it make it in the house? When we had our garden and I would pick our first tomato, never made it in the house. I ate it right in the garden. Oh, I know it tastes delicious though. I got to see if I can, we have someone here that comes on Monday, Wednesday, Friday around 4 or 4:30, somewhere around in there, and she sets up. We had cantaloupe from her last week and watermelon, and so we had those with the kids, and it was really good to have that. What you got? You on the bone? Duke's on the bone. Are you on the bone? He's so regal. Mr. Regal over there. Still green but growing. Well, that's okay. Green but growing is okay. Yeah, I think that's it. I did go to, I had my pain management appointment Monday. I go for my next shot on the 31st of August. I wish it was sooner, but his tech is out, and it takes the two of them because the tech has to make the adjustments with the camera and stuff before he can put the shot in the correct place. So now that the tech is out, it has put everything behind, so I don't get my shot until the 31st. But it's okay. I saw the pain management doctor that prescribes medications today, so I got my refills. Still going to the chiropractor. I made a whole bunch of appointments this week so that I wouldn't just sit here. I needed to get out of the house, not sit here, be missing the boys, be so tired and just sit and not do. I needed movement. So it was like, okay, make some appointments. So I'm getting caught up on those. I have an appointment in January at UT Southwestern in Dallas at the hypermobile. It's the hypermobile clinic, and I will get an assessment. So we will see what comes of that, but the earliest they had was January. Chelsea and I are going to have a girls' weekend for the Fiber Fest. If anyone is going to the Dallas-Fort Worth Fiber Fest and would like to meet up for coffee or something, either at the event or somewhere close by, send me an email and let me know you're going, and we can say hello with me and Chelsea, and we're gonna do that because it is her birthday weekend. So I had hinted around about it. Some of you probably figured it out already, but it's gonna be me and Chelsea. No kids and no husbands. Looking forward to that, and that is on the 27th. So right at the end of the month. I was hoping to get my shot before that, but that's not going to happen. I will be coming on at my desk to show you all the things that I got from Tina at Crafty Bean. And maybe do some playing with some of that stuff soon too. I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Bree, I will get your package to you. I'm so glad that I can finally send that off. Y'all let me know what you think of everything, and hopefully I'll have some more work done on some other things. And I'll talk to you later, okay? Love y'all. Have a great night. Thank you for being here.